Ever feel like you're not good enough, like you're just faking it and everyone else is better? Guess what? You're not alone. Let's talk about why imposter syndrome might be secretly holding you back as a musician, and how to crush it for good. Imposter syndrome isn't just a buzzword, it's something most musicians face at some point. You're putting your heart and soul out there, and it's easy to feel like you don't measure up. But here's the good news: you don't have to live like that. Today, we'll uncover how to recognize imposter syndrome, why it's not your fault, and the simple mindset shifts you can make to thrive in your music career. Let's start by breaking it down. Imposter syndrome is that nagging feeling that you're not talented enough or that you're just fooling people into thinking you are. Maybe you've thought things like, "I only got this gig because they couldn't find anyone else," or, "People are going to figure out I'm not as good as they think I am." Sound familiar? It's a huge issue for creatives because our work is personal. Unlike other professions, where results can be measured, music is subjective. Add in social media, where everyone's highlight reel makes you feel like you're the only one struggling, and it's no wonder so many musicians feel this way. Let's dive into why this happens and what you can do about it. Why imposter syndrome happens. Perfectionism. You hold yourself to impossibly high standards. If it's not flawless, you think it's worthless. Spoiler: there's no such thing as perfection in music. Some of the best tracks in history were raw and imperfect. Trap. Social media is a double-edged sword. You see someone's viral video or sold-out show and start doubting your own work. But remember, you're comparing your behind-the-scenes to someone else's highlight reel. Lack of validation. If you're starting out or don't have a big audience, it's easy to feel like your music doesn't matter. But even the biggest artists started somewhere. How to recognize it: you downplay your achievements. Instead of celebrating, you say, "I got lucky," or, "It wasn't a big deal." You're constantly afraid of being exposed as a fraud. You're scared to take risks or put yourself out there because you think you'll fail. How to beat it: reframe your thinking. Instead of focusing on what you lack, celebrate what you've achieved. Made a song? That's huge. Played a gig? Amazing. Every step matters. Progress over perfection. Set realistic goals and celebrate small wins. Remember, even the best musicians were once beginners. Stop comparing. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. Follow people who inspire you without triggering self-doubt. Talk about it. Share your feelings with other musicians. You'll quickly realize you're not alone. Everyone's fighting their own battles. Focus on impact. Even if one person connects with your music, you've made a difference. That's what it's all about. Here's the truth: imposter syndrome thrives on silence and self-doubt. The moment you call it out and challenge it, you take away its power. You're not just a musician, you're an artist, a storyteller, and a creator. Your voice matters, even on days when it feels small. Imposter syndrome is tough, but it doesn't have to control you. By recognizing it, reframing your thoughts, and taking small steps forward, you can build confidence and thrive. Remember, you're not alone in this. Every musician, from beginners to legends, has felt this way at some point. Ready to take your music to the next level? Check out my book about musicians and imposter syndrome. I will leave a link in the description. I will also leave links for other useful tools and resources for musicians. Subscribe for more tips and let's crush self-doubt together.